Hi, Scorpio. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I am here to do your love reading. This is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have the Ace of Cups that flew out sideways. Okay, so I'm getting this energy right away that I'm hearing watching you. And we have the Judgment card, the Ace of Wands, and the Magician, and the Ace of Swords at the bottom. So these aces have been actually coming up for a while, but we actually have three now in this reading: Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. So there could be somebody here who is watching you. Oh, this is not Judgment, this is the Hanged Man. I said Judgment, I think. But I'm getting a few things here with this so far. Let me actually get a few more cards so I can kind of narrow this down and see. But there's a feeling definitely of some kind of pending offer and somebody who's been watching you. Tell me more, Spirit. What is this message here today that you want to talk about? We have the Chariot in reverse, and we have the Eight of Swords here. This feels like it is an offer from somebody who feels that they are currently not taking action. So this is speaking to me to actually a few things, because when I shuffle this deck here at the bottom, we have unexpected help will arrive from another. And so what I'm kind of getting with this Ace of Cups, for some of you watching this, there could be actually like an offer or some kind of unexpected help that's arriving in some sort of way, we'll see. And maybe it's something to where you are needing to be open and receptive to this when it comes in, because I'm being shown a green light, like a green traffic light, like it's okay to proceed, or we need to kind of, we're waiting for the light to turn green, and it's something that we're being encouraged to kind of move towards, or to take this offer or this opportunity. It also could be that there is a person or a situation here which I feel it's almost giving me the same impression again of like a traffic light, you know, and we're kind of sitting here on yellow, and maybe there's a limb, like a tree limb that is on the ground in front of us, and we have to like take away the tree limb so we can move forward, and then the light turns green. There's just some kind of hold up here, like we're tangled in the weeds somehow. I don't know yet what this is. Let's keep going and see what else comes up here. There's something which is right now currently on hold, I'm getting, or it's pending. It's like a pending, you know, when you I don't know, put something out there and there's a pending for approval. I'm just seeing the word pending. So there's an offer which is pending, and I don't know yet, you know, what that means for you. If you are pending, if something is pending that you have received in terms of an offer, or this is someone here who is currently in kind of a yellow zone in terms of some offer towards you, which has not happened yet. Okay, and when I shuffle this other deck too, I just want to point this out. We have two birds here at the bottom. We have the geese and we have the falcon. So see, there's some kind of birds movement, the Chariot here. Okay, tell me more, Spirit, about this message. What's going on here? What is it that you're talking about today? The Two of Wands. And the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is definitely, with the Knight of Cups here, it does feel like this is an offer that somebody is wanting to come in. Somebody is wanting to offer something to you romantically. And I feel like I just keep getting the same message here, that somebody is kind of watching from, you know, the window, watching you pass by. Maybe not actually, but it could be just energetically. And it feels like this is speaking to this feeling of like, when am I going to take this action? When is the right time for me to take this action? And almost like a bit of frustration here from Spirit even as to why this action has not been fully taken. So it feels like with the Ace of Cups, it would bring somebody a lot of relief, I'm hearing. So it would be like maybe a heart-opening experience to where we can kind of like get something off of our chest even, you know, get some, I'm not sure if it's weight off of the chest in terms of regrets, or if it's something which would even bring you a lot of relief. It would bring you this experience of having an open heart, and that's why that card's in the sideways position, because again, it's pending. And so even when I'm channeling the energy, it feels kind of still. So I just feel like this is definitely picking up this reading so far on this person, this Knight of Cups. They could even kind of look like this for some of you, okay, for some reason. They could have this, I don't know, outfit, or could look similar to this man, but that's only going to be for a few of you. And I feel like this reading is central around this person here, this Knight of Cups person. And I feel like they are not wanting you to get away. I'm hearing they definitely are hoping that, and this could be, you know, as always, this could be a few different things. It could be something specific, like maybe you ran into someone at the coffee shop and it's picking up on this person who has been hoping to run into you again, and they're hoping that they'll see you again. Maybe you exchanged numbers with somebody recently and they're kind of pending in terms of wanting to actually send that message, or that interest, that message of interest to you. And it's something along those lines, to where it is that feeling of kind of an offer which is up in the air, and someone hasn't fully taken it or taken action towards it. For a few of you, it could be the other way around, in which you've already received an offer and then you were the one who is wondering or kind of pending if you should take this offer or if you should do this. Let's keep going here. Tell me more about this message, Spirit, please. What's coming up here today for this message? But yeah, as I was saying, they're hoping that you won't go anywhere. It's like this man's holding this bouquet of flowers and hoping that they'll still have an opportunity to like actually give you this bouquet, literally or just energetically, like give you some kind of love offer. And it's like they're on ice right now. They're on hold right now. Six of Pentacles. King of Swords. This person is somebody who's very much in their head right now. They could be kind of a logical person. They could be someone who is really overthinking everything. They're putting all of these different kind of equations into this, overthinking how they will make this gesture, make this move, make this call, text, whatever this is. And it's like they're, again, putting too much maybe thought into this. And for that other group of you, they could be waiting to hear, are you interested as well? Like I've already said that I'm interested, or I've already expressed my interest in you, and now I'm waiting to see if you're going to reciprocate that. Or this could be picking up on a future scenario which will happen, and in which there is, like I said, for a few of you, like an offer or an experience even, to where you meet somebody, and again, it's sort of like we're in the process maybe of beginning to know each other, or we are wanting to see if we're compatible. It's that kind of feeling for others of you too. And again, that could be what happens later on. But this person, they could be an air sign. They don't have to be. They could be air and maybe water in their chart, but they are really thinking a lot. This is definitely picking up on a person who's heavily in their mind, and they're wondering if they're making the right choice. They're wondering if they how to make the right choice. How can they, you know, do this in a way that's because it's overall that feeling of wanting to exchange energy with the Six of Pentacles, wanting to do something which would, it's like wanting to pay it forward almost is the feeling, or wanting to like kind of get out of the neutral zone. Four of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, let me get some oracle cards here, because it does feel like this is somebody who maybe is kind of going in a bit of circles here, because that's how I'm feeling the energy to be. Like it's, I'm not sure what the holdup is here in this situation, but let's get more. And I'm also getting too, for some of you, this could be someone who, as of right now, it feels actually very much like recent, like I'm picking up on something like this has happened very recently for them, to where, or even currently as we're doing the reading, they are putting a lot of thought into if the action that they're about to take is again the right action. So even having like a plan, you know, this person could be having a plan to what seems to be to make an offer romantically, or to move a connection forward in which you've already experienced something with each other recently. And they're kind of sitting there on the, you know, on the kind of verge, and wondering if what they're about to do or where they're about to go with you is indeed the right choice. It's that kind of feeling as well, to where they're like, something is really close to sort of happening, or a decision close to being made. So what else can you tell us, Spirit, about this message here today? And I'm also getting too, for some of you, because this reading feels like it's definitely a love reading and it's focusing around a specific person. They may have been having a lot of secrets recently that they've been hiding within themselves. And they even could be feeling that they're ready to expose some of that. They're ready to talk about some of those secrets, or they're ready to kind of let out those feelings, like I said, of relieving kind of feeling. They want to vent out maybe these emotions or these secrets or these fears that they've been having within about your connection or about you. So what else, Spirit, for this message, please? We have finances. So financial challenges are affecting this relationship. We have leap of faith. Yeah, it's safe to make the move that you're considering. Definitely this is for somebody who needs to know that a person who's connected to you is very much wanting to make have some kind of clarity with you right now. And they are wanting to take the leap of faith, and they could even be moving through some financial challenges. For some, this could be like an existing connection and partnership, and you may be kind of wondering or fearing that they have lost interest, or that they are no longer interested in you because they've taken a step back. But it could be because they're actually just focused a lot on their finances, or because they're kind of caught up in their own world right now because of something that maybe is not going well for them financially. That could also be for some of you, I'm getting specifically too. But it's just the overall sense of kind of like, I want to progress this, I keep getting, or I want to move this forward. Yeah, for a lot of you, it's probably someone that you are either getting to know, or they want to open the lines here of contact, communication, and offer in order to sort of move this connection forward, get to know you, or just to reconnect with you. Yeah, they could be feeling regret here about something that has happened recently, maybe. It feels like with the Chariot in reverse and the Eight of Swords, like I said, they have these like secrets within themselves right now that they've been really holding within. And it may have something to do with something recently that they had, you know, maybe a misunderstanding with you, or something happened here. Or it could be even like an accumulation of things that they've just kind of been having within themselves for a while, and they've needed to detach to understand this. But I feel like what you need to know if you're watching this reading, and if you resonate with this, is that with the Patience card, there is going to be this leap of faith taken. There is going to be some clarity brought in. And I feel like this is, for most of you, I keep getting a specific storyline that this is just somebody that is on the, like I said, like on the sort of verge right now of saying something to provide clarity for you. And you may be just needing to know this because it's going to be coming in, or because they're just coming in strongly in your energy field right now, because they're thinking and reflecting a lot on you and on the situation. And I think that with the Patience, it's like they're not going anywhere. This person is coming back, or this person is going to be making things right with you, or the two of you are going to resolve whatever may have happened recently. That's definitely the feeling here for this reading, for whoever this is for. And I'm just getting an overall sense that this is somebody who wants to make sure that they can repair things, make things better. They want to really resolve again whatever happened here with you both. Okay, with the regret, they really want to patch it up. They really want to hope that they really want to like open their heart more to you. If they have been holding back, or if they've been not expressing, like they really have this strong urge. I keep getting it's like an itch or an urge to make something right, to say something, to do something. And it's like, again, this is somebody's inner world that we're kind of picking up on, somebody and what they're going through right now. Let's get some more and see what else, Spirit, do we need to know about this situation. And for some of you, with this unexpected help that I was getting at the bottom of the deck here, I'm kind of getting that this even could be picking up on them receiving help about something involving you. So I'm not sure exactly what that is, if it means that they're receiving the help that they need so that they can be closer to you somehow, that things can work out better between you both, or that this is something which will kind of help your connection to move forward. Let's see, Spirit, what else do you want to talk about here with this reading today? I'm getting like, you know, when you get butterflies, I'm getting like a butterflies in my stomach, where it's that feeling of that moment where you receive something, or the feeling of anticipation before somebody sends something, you know, and especially if it's like a new romantic connection, or maybe if it's something to where it's been a long time, and so to rekindle something would feel like a flutter in the heart, and it would feel a little bit like a nervousness to it. That's really what I'm getting, that I feel someone's going through. Someone is wondering, you know, maybe fearing falling in love again, you know, or fearing the feeling of love again in whatever way. So yeah, it makes sense now with the reference of the yellow light, the Chariot reverse. I feel like it's someone who's maybe taken a temporary pause. Maybe they've just kept you on ice here, or you have kept them on ice, and it's like, yeah, it's like it's time now to sort of thaw the heart again. It's time that we do something about this. It's time that this is experienced. We have stubbornness. Okay, so we have Taurus, so there could be some Taurus energy here. We have, since life is all about change, stubbornness is effectively a resistance to life itself. And we have bottled up. Release the emotions that you have bottled up and restore your life. So obviously that's what I was getting with the Five of Swords. This is somebody who's been bottling up a lot of their emotions. And I'm just getting someone who, it's almost like I can feel the stubbornness, because the energy I'm feeling within myself is almost like I want to say more here about this reading, but I can't find the words. And I think that's really what it is. It's like a sense to where I want to like open the bottle, and like the reading could flow more, or I could get more information, but I can't open that bottle because this person's energy is still stubborn. They're still a little bit closed off. And I think it's this sense of them wanting to be not so closed off. They're having these emotions come up to the surface within them right now that they have to really deal with. We have information, a message is coming that will bring clarity and lift you from the fog, and perspective. Seeing from a higher perspective can help you see the situation in a new light. So we already have this denial, detach with love to clearly see the truth. And some of you could resonate with some of these messages too. You know, maybe you find yourself in this bottled up emotion feeling too, to where you also want that feeling of relief I was getting with the Ace of Cups, to where we have that love offer come in, and we can feel like we've somehow been able to release some of that emotion, because we've either, I don't know what this is, we've either stepped into a new relationship, or we have kind of somehow let our heart feel again. And I will look in the extended at this person more in depth in terms of what they're feeling and who they are. But yeah, I feel like with the information, there is a message coming, which actually came up for the collective reading I just did recently too. There's a feeling of like a message, a phone call, something which is coming in, I feel, from somebody, with this Knight of Cups energy and the Six of Pentacles. And I feel like it's this, again, sense of nervousness. I keep getting a sense of sort of giddiness, nervousness, but also eventually needing to do something to, you know, to move out of that. And with this go slow too, and the stubbornness, You know, you could be connecting to somebody like this who has been very slow to show themselves. Maybe they've been very slow to loving you. They may have been very slow to opening up their heart to you. And yeah, just is a frustrating feeling here. We have Justice and the Page of Pentacles. I'm hearing you can't fool the universe. There's almost, you know, it's almost like a feeling here with the Justice and the bottled up, to where, how to put this, kind of like, I feel like if we ignore something, and I think this is more from their energy, it could be you too maybe, but I think more so I'm talking about their energy. If we ignore something for a long time, and it's like the universe is, like, let's say we try to run from a problem, or we run from our emotions, eventually they're going to catch up later down the road. And I think that's kind of what's happening here in whatever way this is, to the person connecting to you here in love, it feels like, to where that's kind of the point of their life here, or of their spiritual journey that they're confronted with right now, of the idea or the feeling that I've been running from sort of how I feel for a long time, and the universe has taken note and maybe has even given this person some things to deal with. You know, it's like with that Five of Swords, we've stuffed it away in the bottle, or they've stuffed it so much in the bottle that thinking that you can get away with it doesn't really work. Like, usually the shadows will come up at some point, or usually we'll have to feel those emotions again. And so again, it could be a few different ways. It could be, if this is a new connection, you know, maybe things of the past have come up for somebody that they've been starting to feel again, which have made them want to avoid their emotions. But it's like, this is your opportunity, from their kind of talking about them, kind of, this is your opportunity to love again, or to make things right in love for your love life. You know, get to know this person, give them a chance. And otherwise, or the other situation could be too, that it might be somebody who is even from the past, or someone you've had a recent falling out with, and it's this person's same kind of thing. You know, they've been stuffing it away for a long time, and maybe it's just somehow come up recently. It's just sort of, it's like an urge that they're having intuitively to make things right, or to make things better, okay? Or to just do the right thing in love, take the right actions, which will lead to a happy outcome. And that's what they're maybe like battling with within themselves, but they are being encouraged to take a leap of faith here. So let me see, I'm going to get a few cards, and then I will go more into the extended. I think in the extended, I'm going to be taking a look again at this person, more about what they're thinking, feeling, their actions towards you, what this exactly is that's unfolding here. But let's just see a little bit in this reading here. So who is the person coming up as being connected to the viewer? The Sun and the Four of Cups. I'm actually going to put these over here. Yeah, just kind of what I just said. There's a feeling of this person. It's almost like if you picture a track, you know, and they've been walking laps for, like, they've walked 1,000 laps in the same way, the same tone, the same stride, and it's getting old, and they need to do something different. With the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, they could even be, you know, yeah, a lot of heaviness here that they've been stuffing away. Again, maybe it's a new connection, and maybe you've shown them something about love that has been something that they haven't experienced in a long time, and you know, meeting you or having this encounter with you has been the catalyst for them to finally look at why they've been running, or why they've been walking the same path for so long. What can they do differently when it comes to you? How can they use this opportunity that the universe has given them to love again? How can they change that into something different, in a positive way? And it also could be, again, someone from the past here who maybe has been around the block, you know, a few times in terms of things that didn't work out for them, failed relationships, patterns that they've repeated over and over. And now it's like with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords, here is kind of their opportunity to do something different, say something different, make amends, some kind of forgiveness maybe, bringing the right, like doing the right thing. I keep getting with the Justice. And even for themselves, like it's something that they may have to do for themselves in terms of giving closure to you brings them closer to their own healing, to themselves. And let's see. Anything else, Spirit, about this person? I'm being shown a fox that has gotten trapped, and it's like the fox got trapped. So for me, that's representing the fox can be, you know, kind of a symbol of some level of sneakiness, deception, maybe even running away, avoiding things. But then the Justice, someone gets caught, the fox gets trapped, and that's what this is. So, oh my gosh, we have the fox. We have the fox, we have the raccoon, and we have the clouds. So see, these two animals here, for me, are very much cloaked. You know, they're with the raccoon and the dark eyes, and their fox. They are both, with the clouds here too, things that are somehow keeping us in a rut here. Like I said, there could be confusion, maybe even a misunderstanding that you've had. Let me actually see what this person wants to say to you, because I feel like that can give more perspective as to what this exactly is in the reading. And then I'll get a few cards of the theme of this connection in terms of what you need to know moving forward, and then I'll go more into the extended. Okay, so Spirit, can you shine some light here as to what would this person be wanting, what does this person want to say to the viewer? There's a person coming up here, this Justice, this person who is coming up as being connected to the viewer. Since it seems like they're having a hard time also, like they're still a little bit in this fox raccoon energy, and it's like there's an impending message here. I just want to see what that information exactly is about. So what would this person want to say to the viewer? The person who's coming up as being connected to the viewer, what do they want to say right now? Something's been following around like a ghost. It almost feels like there's a certain pattern or a regret that has been following somebody around for a while. We have, I was in love with you. I don't react when people mention you. This, when I pulled this card, I was being shown it's connected to the fox's energy, because I feel like they have been, again, you know, bottling up, suppressing feelings, something like that, to where they wish they would have treated you better. A lot of this is about someone who maybe has either done something to mistreat you at some point, or they just have avoided taking responsibility. They've avoided the emotions, you know, that they feel for you, apparently, that they were in love with you, that they are maybe in love with you. It's like, I almost feel with the Ace of Cups, it's like someone's heart is kind of like, you know, cracking open. Just being near you is intoxicating. I want to be more than friends. So this could be for some of you, again, there's different scenarios definitely I'm getting, but with the Page of Pentacles, maybe this is someone that you are, again, either just getting to know, someone that has recently come back into your life, someone that wants to come back into your life, but there's this awkwardness almost around how to go about this for some reason, and I don't know, it's something connected. All I know here is to their emotions being bottled up, and maybe their regrets that they have about certain things, about you, about how to do this, how to maybe make things right, how can they, like, how to put it, like, how can they let you know how they feel while also knowing how they feel? in making this right. Like there's some kind of feeling this person may not be very good with their emotions, and that could be how you know them too. Like they may be somebody who's very much in their head a lot. I can't stop thinking about you. Like they think about you all the time. They've been thinking about you a lot recently. I was getting for this reading specifically, this is very much as of recent, so this could be the last few days or so, especially. Yeah, I'm starting to understand our connection. They really are starting to understand that they knew that what they were doing. They knew what they were doing was the fox's perspective. They knew they were doing something wrong. Or again, they know that right now they're avoiding what could be a very beautiful connection because of their own pain that they've stuffed away. They know this, they're aware of this. Okay, they will be together with you again, or at least that's what they want to say. So we'll get more messages in the extended, but let me go ahead and pull the final card here from this deck, which can sort of highlight what is the overall theme of this connection today that we're tapping into. So Spirit, what does the viewer most need to know about how this will connect with them? You know, what is the overall theme of what you're talking about here today in this reading? I keep hearing though, prepare or soon. You know, it's like that light is about to turn green any second. So this could even be that they want you to know this information so that you're prepared for when this message comes in. Okay. And that may not be for everyone, because not everyone will follow, you know, what they feel, this, you know, with free will. Maybe they're going to continue to be stubborn and hold back, very stubborn person. But for a lot of you, there could be a message incoming or an offer that will kind of expose all of this and make better sense for you about this if you haven't already received it. So what does the viewer most need to know about the theme of this situation, connection? What is this today? Okay, we have this person has changed since you interacted with them in the past. They will either match your vibration, or you may find that you are both too different now. So for a lot of you, definitely I'm getting this is after a separation. Okay, so this is either a long separation and someone that could be why they feel kind of giddy, nervous at the same time, because maybe it's that feeling to where we haven't seen someone in a long time. And so to make that gesture to reach out is like, we don't know what we're going to get. We don't know if we're going to be rejected. We don't know if we're going to be accepted. It also could just be, it doesn't have to be a long separation. It could just be that maybe you've had something major happen between you both recently and it's kind of changed the whole dynamic. Maybe it's something like that, to where, you know, like, can we get past what just happened the other week or the other month? And then thirdly, I think this is for a smaller group of you, but some of you, if you resonate with this too, you may be, if this is, especially if it's like a new connection with the Ace of Cups, it's something where, again, they are changing, you know, upon kind of meeting you, and they need to change their approach when it comes to love. But that's for a smaller group of you. Most of you, this is somebody that you actually haven't seen for a little bit, for a while maybe. One more card. What does the viewer most need to know about this situation? What is the one thing you want to tell them that they need to know about this connection and situation? I'm hearing due diligence. Do your due diligence. Yeah, you will soon receive an important message from a specific someone. This will bring an answer to something on your mind. Okay, so I guess they're not gonna, we'll go more into that now in the extended. Let me get one final one. Actually, no, they're saying not to. Okay. But at the bottom though, some of you could be having signs, songs that are definitely leading you to this reading maybe, or just leading you to really feel aligned to what's coming up here in this reading. But yeah, this is, I will go ahead now and take this over to the extended, and there's a lot of channeling today, so it's sometimes I lose my earthly language, but I will go over to the extended now and we will take a look more and see what else comes up in terms of what this person is thinking, feeling, why, what is this message? We'll definitely take a look at this message, more about what they want to say to you, and just, why this is coming up here. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this reading could find you, connect with you. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. And if you did resonate with this one, you might resonate with the reading I just posted about receiving a message or an invitation. So you may want to check that out. And I will leave it here, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care, and lots of love. Lots of love. Lots of love.